This is the new Marvel Rivals Season 2.5 update summarized in under 5 minutes. First off, we have new team-ups for Marvel Rivals, 6 added and 4 removed. A bunch of team-ups that were there since the beginning of the game, such as the Spidey team-up, the Ammo Overload, Luna Iron Fist team-up, and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team-up, all of them have been removed. Honestly, the only real substantial change is that this is kind of a nerf for Spider-Man, given that the symbiote actually let him one-shot certain characters. Hopefully he gets a buff of some sort as compensation, but the only team-up nerfed is Emma Frost's team-up with Magneto and Psylocke. The effectiveness of the team-up has been nerfed, while Iron Man has been removed from the Gamma team-up, just leaving Hulk with Namor. Nonetheless, here are the 4 new team-ups. We have Jeff's team-up with Venom, which is basically like a gradual healing team-up. He has something like Soul Bond, which looks just like this, where he gradually heals his allies for a little bit. And honestly, this is kind of a better Soul Bond. If you look in the bottom right corner, you see that it has a 20-second cooldown, which makes it quite an effective healing option. Penny also has a team up with Rocket where she gives Penny mines near his revive beacon, ensuring that dive characters like Iron Fist and Spider-Man are not easily able to break revive beacons placed in the backlines. Finally, there's the team up with Ultron and Iron Man, which I'll get into later this video where we discuss Ultron. It's a team up with Iron Man as the anchor and giving Ultron a bonus ability. Other than that, we also have Luna Snow's team up with Hawkeye, which is an ice arrow, which lets Hawkeye freeze a bunch of enemies when shot with the arrow. Operation Microchip is a buff to Black Widow, which gives her an attack that pierces through a bunch of enemies. Jeff NATO, yes, Jeff gets another team up. It's basically Storm's team up with Human Torch, except it's with Jeff now, and it sucks up all the teammates and allies nearby, giving allies health and damaging enemies. Now, we also have a bunch of new modes, and yes, it's something like a Pokemon battle mode, like this guy said, and it looks really cool, as you can see right here. And Marvel Rivals seasons will also be shortened to 2 months each. As for the new character Ultron, we see all of his abilities. He has a beam for attack. Ultron has a bunch of healing abilities with his drone. Once given a drone to an ally, it'll constantly heal them, any allies nearby, while he can focus on taking out the enemies. Ultron also has a firewall which heals nearby enemies, and a lot of people think Ultron is kind of less of a healer and more of a damage dealer. We don't see too much of his healing abilities, but I'm sure as the launch comes out, we'll see more and more about it. Ultron also has a bunch of dash moves. Ultron also has a bunch of strategic dash moves like we can see on the screen right now. This is unlike any other flyer where they can just fly around, but Ultron can actually dash around and make advantage of corners. His ultimate looks like this, where a bunch of Ultron drones just fire healing at allies and fire damage to enemies. And it honestly looks really cool. Ultron's team up with Iron Man, which I think is his only team up, gives him a unibeam that lets him heal his allies and damage enemies at the same time. However, if you notice in the top left corner right there, it does have a 30-second cooldown, so it's not something you can constantly use. Continuing on Ultron, we can see that the Ultron in Marvel Rivals was created by Hank Pym, so there's probably going to be a storyline going with something like that. But we also have a bunch of Ultron skins coming out. It's not really Ultron, but it's actually Ultron infected skins. There's Magneto, Iron Fist, and several other characters, as well as skins for the Fantastic Four. It's called Foundations of the Future, and we can also see this Ultron skin getting butchered in the Magneto MVP, but that's also a skin that's coming out very soon. Finally, we have complete reworks to Jeff the Land Shark. It's kind of surprising how this guy's gotten the most talk during this update. I mean, his whole kit's been reworked, he has several new team-ups, they're really trying to do something different with him. However, most of the community thinks that they've actually nerfed him quite significantly, and the main criticism is his bubbles. Jeff's bubble, which was burst healing previously, has gone from less instant healing to more gradual healing. And while this is great, a lot of people don't like the fact that his bubbles were changed from 6 to 3. The fact that he had 6 bubbles previously gave him a lot of survivability. Jeff's primary fire also launches enemies up on direct hits. And his Joyful Splash, which is his water gun looking move, can now also damage enemies while also healing allies, though the healing has been nerfed. And his ult has also been buffed, as once he captures allies get a bunch of shield up to 150, which is 45 health per second, as long as they're in Jeff's ult. And so overall, Jeff's ult has been buffed. Let me know what you think about the Jeff reworks down in the comments below. Do you think it's a buff or it's a nerf? But with that being said, I hope you like this short update video. I know there's a lot of content out there, and I just try to give a summarized video on what was actually going on there. So do hit the subscribe button if you're new around here for all things Marvel Rivals, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.